Thanks for coming.
Kelly and I, Powerhouse Realty Group, Power Minute. We're with Tribe Financial Services.
So Glenn, tell us what sets Tribe Financial apart from a regular bank or other lenders.
So what I think is the short answer that I'm supposed to tell you is best rates and best service is what I'm going to provide your clients with. But in today's world, I think that best rates and best service is just a baseline expectation from clients. Like that's just what they want. So what I think is most important in today's world, and I think you guys would agree, this has been some of the most unique and challenging years in real estate and certainly in the mortgage world with stress tests and government policies put in place. So looking at everything, all the changes that have happened in the mortgage market, we think that providing unique solutions to everybody's very unique situation is where we come to the table. And with many years experience, I would say that I've got 27 years experience and our team certainly has a lot of experience with mortgages, so I think that's where we can differentiate ourselves from the competition.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Now there's been a lot of exciting news lately about mortgages and stress tests, so why don't you share with us what you know?
So the biggest change right now that's affecting our world and will affect your world is the changes to the stress test. They are decided that the rules that were originally put in place were maybe helpful in an interest rate rising market, but since the interest rates are not rising and they're actually decreasing, they needed to make some changes. So the changes are going to increase our clientele by about 4 to 5% of their purchasing power. So it's not much, but we'll take it. But how they're making those changes is actually just how they're calculating the stress test and putting that in and applying it to the approval. So long story short is they're looking at the previous week's CMHC approvals, what the average rate was that was the client got from the mortgage professional, and adding 2% onto that. So today it's 5.19%.
Right.
We're guessing that with the average rate being around 2.79, maybe a bit lower, we're going to be at 4.79. So that's that little gap there.
Yeah.
And that little gap is going to boost up our purchasing power by.
Every bit helps.
So remind us again, when is the stress test happening?
So that will take effect April 6th, the new rules. So they will announce on Wednesday what the stress test will be, and that will take an effect following Monday for that week. So there's going to be lots of volatility and changes into that stress test. All the more reason to call a mortgage professional to stay on top of this stuff.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
for sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
But what I would also say for differentiation is that we like to keep very close, everybody close, from the client perspective, your perspective. Everyone's collaborating, trying to make the deal come together, so we work together.
Yeah.
We like to we've coined where we know the process that's coming ahead, and we share the process, not only with clients, but with also you as the real estate professional. So we keep you in the know. And also, if we see a bump being a pain point in the deal, we first of all try to avoid it. But if we can't, we share the bump as quick as possible, and like I said, work together to. There have been many times where with collective minds, we come up with a solution for the client that, yeah,
It works.
yeah, so,
That's pretty awesome.
yeah.
No, really, you're amazing. Tribe Financial is amazing. So Powerhouse Realty Group highly recommends Tribe Financial. Glenn MacLaren, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for coming.
Time in business as always.
Beautiful
Thanks,
jacket.
Paul. Thank you.
Great jacket.
Twinsies. Twinsies.
We need the TV trays.
I love those.
I know.
Oh, I used to have a Disney one. Hands up.
That's good.
I want to just throw their stuff.
So I don't ever look at the camera.
If you want, you can.
That's the only time you're allowed to look at the camera.
I thought always on TV they were always staring at the camera.